I might call him. I think.
This is a dress rehearsal for Madunach, Mi'kmaq for storm. It's an adaptation of William Shakespeare's play, The Tempest. 16 members of the Sipekne'katik First Nation had a hand in its creation.
But in reality, what's happening is you're reconnecting with your identity and culture, and you're building self-confidence.
That's co-producer Richard Tyler. He says Mi'kmaq culture is part of every aspect of the play, including building a Mi'kmaq lodge for the set.
And when that happens, it turns into something else that's not acting anymore. And it's not about theater anymore. And now it's more about culture and identity and placement within community, placement within family, and all of these sorts of dynamics.
The Tempest was written in the early 17th century when England began colonizing North America. Madunach focuses on two characters, Caleb and Ariel, and the colonization of an island. Eva Sack plays Sebastian, one of the European characters. Sack says one scene where alcohol is used to take advantage of Caleb was emotional.
I think that it for sure just shows that us as Mi'kmaq people, we never had any of that, you know, and then they bring that over and it's just kind of like, whoa, like it really took a hold on my people, and it ended up turning a lot of our people into alcoholism and had no ways to cope, and it trickled down to generations, and I know who we blame for that.
Emerald Paul plays King Alonzo and says including Mi'kmaq culture helps her deal with the triggering parts of the play.
The directors were very, I guess, they were very concerned. They wanted to make sure that with some of the images that are going to be playing in the play, if it was going to trigger us, or, you know, he wanted to make sure that we could take on the role without being triggered and having an episode or anything like that. So
Xavier Taylor plays Caliban, an Indigenous character. He reflects on Shakespeare's impression of Indigenous people at that time.
In the play, you can see its age. You can see straight through to when the play was written and the colonial writing that went into it.
The outdoor theater production is a collaboration with a Halifax theater company called Zupa. Ben Stone is its co-artistic director.
It's something certainly that we want to do as part of the reconciliation and action, creating shows with Indigenous communities, with Mi'kmaq communities.
The play includes Mi'kmaq song and dance.
even with the music, I've heard the music my whole life, but now I'm actually learning the words to those songs, so it's quite important, and I wish I had learned it sooner.
With rehearsals wrapping up, Tyler hopes the play brings healing to the cast and audience and an understanding of the impacts of colonialism.
The human being that you are by the end of this particular experience will hopefully be one that has a greater understanding of self. That's the goal. So that when you walk away, there's an amount of confidence that not just I can stand up and do things, I know who I am.
Madunach runs August 14th to the 25th, nightly at the Sipekne'katik Newtown Trail. Angel Moore, APTN National News, Sipekne'katik First Nation in Nova Scotia.